Hi everybody. I want to go through how to set up a paper in APA 7th edition style when you are using a Google Doc. So from your MyDTCC landing page, if you go over to the Student Success Toolbox and go under the General Apps, you can access your Google Drive. If you haven't set up a Google account using your college email, please do so. That it's a great way to do your papers and save them in the cloud. So that's certainly an option for you. So we're going to create a new Google Doc and we're going to set it up in APA 7th style. So to begin your paper, you're going to insert the page number. So you'll go up to Insert and then go down where you see page numbers, and then you'll see images to indicate where to place your page number. We're going to take that first option so that the number begins with the very first page in the right-hand corner. So you can see that page number here, so you'll double-click underneath the header space. All right, this is going to be the title page, and we're going to first set our spacing to double space. So if you'll go up to the line spacing here in the toolbar, set it for double. Also set your alignment to centered. So we'll go up to the alignment shortcut and choose center align. And now with your spacing set to double space and you're in the center of the page, hit your return or enter key 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That will bring you about 6 blank lines down from the top, which is about where you want to begin your title page information. You're going to start with the title of your essay, and that should be in bold. So of course you'll put the actual title. Please make sure you use title case, which means you capitalize the first letter of first word, last word, and any important words in between. You're now going to hit enter or return 2 times to provide an extra set of blank spaces to set off the title from the rest of the title page information. You're also going to take it off of bold. The next item is your name. So type your name. The next item is the institution. So that will be English Department, comma, space, Delaware Technical Community College. The next item is the class or course, and that will be English 101, Composition 1, or whatever the course is. And then the next item is your instructor's name. So you would put the name of your professor, and then finally the date. So if this is January 11, 2024, oops, let's try that again. Notice that you would spell out the month. Do not use ordinals like January 11th, just January 11, 2024. And then make sure your cursor is underneath all of that title page information. All right, we're ready now to go to the second page of your essay, which is where you will begin typing. To do that, I recommend that you go up to Insert and then go down where it says Break and choose a page break. That will bring you to the top of page 2. Here you will repeat the title of your essay in bold centered. At this point, you'll change your alignment to left align, take it off of bold, don't forget to hit the tab key, and then you would begin typing your essay. All right, so after you've typed your essay, the next item that you need in setting up your paper in APA 7th style is the references page. So again, once you're done with your essay, I would recommend that you insert a page break. Here we're going to put our references. We will put our alignment back to center and choose bold and type the word references. Notice that it's plural even if you only have one source. You should still be in double spacing, so we'll hit enter and put our alignment back over to the left and take it off of bold. Now you're ready to set up your hanging indent. If you are on a Mac, you may need to Google how to do that because that will be a little different than if you can set it up proactively here in Google Docs. But if you are in Google Docs, you can go to Format, you can go to Align and Indent, go to Indentation Options, and then you'll see where it says Special Indent, and you will choose Hanging and Apply. All right, so I'm going to do 2 sample essays just to give you a little idea of how to set up your references. Each item, each type of source can have some variations, so you do want to check the APA style guide if you have any questions about a specific source. But we're going to start with a source that I found in Credo. The topic that I was looking up is college success, and I found this article on first-generation college students. To get the full citation information, I'll want to click on the Cite button, and I want to make sure I'm in APA. And then here you can see the citation. Unfortunately, most citation generators are not 100% accurate, so we will have to make some adjustments, but this is a good place to start. So we will start with the author of our article. So this is Jahangir RR, and APA only uses initials for first and middle names. So we'll put that here. The next thing we're going to put is our date, and this is 2020. Notice the parenthesis and the final period. If you do have more than just a year for your date, you always start with the year and then go comma and then put the month and the day. But in this source, we're only given the year. All right, the next item is the title, which is first generation college students. So we're going to type that. Now, I do want to illustrate to you that the article title is going to be in sentence case. This means you would capitalize as if it were a sentence. No matter how it's listed in the article itself, that is what APA requires. So you can see that only the F is italicized. Now, this article was in a text, so we're going to give that information. So it is in M. Amy and M. David, editors, the Sage Encyclopedia of Higher Ed. And I'd like to just copy this, but let's just try this, make it a little faster. Okay, so I'm going to back up here. Okay, so we have in, and then we have the 2 editors. Notice that we do not reverse their names. So it's M. Amy and M. David. We indicate the editors, and then we give the name of the text. This is a book, so you would use italics. The error here is it is not in sentence case, so I'm going to make those corrections. And then I'm also going to give the publisher, since this is a book. Now, what we do not need in APA any longer is the retrieval. The only time you would use that is if you're using a source that changes all the time. But this is a book, so it doesn't change. So we're going to delete that part. Now, that is all I need. Since this is a database article, you do not need to put a link to Credo. You're going to just end with the publisher. So I have written all that information for this first source, and now I'm going to hit enter or return, and the hanging indent is going to put me back over to the left for my next source. So I've also found an article on the internet from the Brookings Institution that is on first-generation college students. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to start with the author, which is Dick Starts. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to start with the last name and only use the initial. We'll put the date. We have a full date here, so we're going to put that as 2022, April 25, parenthesis, period, space. Next will come the title, and we will type this in sentence case, which it happens to already be that way. This is probably not going to be a good idea, but let me see if I can copy and paste it. And then just, let's do it this way. Change the formatting. Yay. It's a little easier. So now I have my article title. Now, this article is not in a publication. It is from the Brookings website. And so if you have a web article, we will italicize that just as you would with a book. So I'm going to change that to italics. And then the next thing we're going to put is the source, which is Brookings, which is the website. And we would not italicize that. So you can see that there's a little difference depending on the type of source that you are using. All right, now since this is something I found on the internet, I do want to include the internet link. So I'm going to copy that and paste that here. And then I'm going to hit enter or return, which will provide a live link, which is what we want in the on the references page. So now I have two different sources. They're here in hanging indent. You do want to make sure that you look at the sources and make sure they're in alphabetical order. It just so happens that they are because J comes before S. But if they're in the wrong order, simply rearrange them so that they go from alphabetical order A to Z from the top to the bottom of the page. Okay, so that should get you set up in Google Docs for APA 7th edition.